We're here. This is our secret project. We're out and about in space. And
yeah, I mean, less out and about, but we definitely are in space.
The reason why I say save the seeds is because have you seen The Martian?
Oh yeah, I've seen The Martian. I've seen potatoes grow.
I'm gonna dip this potato in some crushed Vicodin.
We can't just eat all our fruit without taking the seeds, so we can grow more and stuff. Because we don't. The last thing we want to do is be out of fruit. And we can eat all these huge bag of nuts and stuff. By the end of the day, we're gonna need other things.
It has been 7 days since I ran out of ketchup.
The only seeds we have are in the bars, and let's face it, I don't think we can plant, protein bars.
The thing is, Mel will probably eat all the food anyway by the time we're done.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, Mel.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, dude, how's it going?
You alright?
Wait.
Welcome. This is our first episode.
Do you get more raises than me?
No,
mate, we just
shared
out
it
evenly.
Yeah.
Who did that?
We need to do the show now, mate.
Who the f did that?
I don't know. I thought I don't remember.
I really would feel much more comfortable if you were actually piloting the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
2020 sucked for everyone, especially for us. We thought if we're going to self-isolate anyway.
I mean, we're still in 2020. This technically.
While we were in space, we were in our little watch station cubicle in our ship, and we decided to
Don't reveal that we have a cubicle. It's homey here. It's not as okay.
We all have a private cubicle, but we all decided to stay in one to watch the PlayStation reveal event, and they finally showed off what the PS5 looks like, and I don't like it. I think it's ugly. What about you?
Wow.
Thing is, Amazon doesn't deliver in space anymore.
I mean, they have drones. We'll figure it out.
No. I'm the captain. We'll land the ship. Okay, we'll land the ship to collect the PS5.
Since when are you the captain?
What do you mean since when's mine the captain? I'm the captain. We decided I'm the captain.
Who decided?
If there's a crew, there's a captain. Okay?
There's not
I'll
a
be
crew.
the captain.
There's 3 of us. You can't have a captain.
Well, you're definitely not the captain. Look at you, mate. You don't even care about the uniform properly. Zip that thing up.
Uniform? There's no uniform. We just picked these up. You didn't even make these. What are you talking about? You're the captain. You're the seamstress. You're more Data. You're more like Sheldon Cooper in a neatly pressed one piece.
There needs to be a captain, okay? Otherwise there'll be anarchy,
I disagree.
disorder, chaos. Okay?
How much disorder can you have between
what to do.
3 people? Mel,
I'll be that guy.
you okay?
Mel.
Yo, how do you fix the navcom?
The Navcom? Mel, what are you doing back there? We need you to fly the ship so we don't crash.
Hey, it's on autopilot. It's fine.
There is
There's
no autopilot.
dude. You have to
Nah.
go. We might have a meteor situation if we keep doing this.
Mate, we're gonna die.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
We are gonna play the PS5 in space. Of course we're gonna play the PS5. We're gonna stream the thing, mainly for one game so far, and it's obviously Spider-Man.
It's obviously Miles Morales.
But before we go into Miles Morales, can we just talk about how it looks? Do you not think
The game or the
No,
PlayStation?
the PlayStation. Because everyone's seen the meme of the Yu-Gi-Oh character Kaiba. And there's all sorts of memes of a router, you just attach 2 pieces of papers side to side, put an elastic band over it, it becomes a PS5. It's too much. And I think less is more.
Less is more.
Do you agree?
Keep it minimal. I think PlayStation have had a good run with their designs. I think that's why they've just gone 180. They're just the other way.
It's so
it's more
disappointing.
noticeable.
I hate it.
I don't hate it.
It looks better flying flat. No worries.
At least you can do that. You can hide it. You can put something on top if you
The
need to.
PS3 looked shit when it came out.
Eyes on space, yeah? The PS3 did look awful when it first came out. The PS3 Slim was much better. The problem is, it looks like a new monument that Dubai want to put up. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I can see it.
Look at it. It looks amazing.
Someone should buy one and put it in some sand and see what it looks like.
I'm sure that it's going to be built very well and stuff. And it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. What matters is what it looks like in the inside. But
It looks like a lot of good hardware. The thing is, they paid a lot of money. They must have for that design.
why? The PS4 looks futuristic, but also somewhat contemporary and
Should we mention the Xbox?
Look, I'm a PlayStation guy all the way, but the Xbox Series X looks way better.
It's a block.
Fuck Xbox.
We're obviously still going to go with PlayStation. We're shitting on it, but I mean, it matters because not just we'll talk about the exclusives, sure, but the hardware.
It's far superior. What are we talking about? Ray tracing? They got the ray tracing going on.
That's a big deal for PC Master Race people. They've had that for a while.
Matt, can you explain to the audience what ray tracing is and why it's exciting for a console to have it?
It's not something really new. People have had it before. We've seen it in 3D rendered movies, a lot of VFX. Okay, so in real life you have photons, right? Where light bounces off and then goes into your retina. It basically mimics that to a more accurate way than before, which was, I think, called rasterization, which is like what they used to do, which is basically
Rastafari.
Rasterization was kind of not as accurate and kind of more artistic, whereas this is more accurate lighting. Anyone can do it if they have like a good graphics card for games, okay, on PC. But PlayStation have been saying that, you know, people have been anticipating it for a long time, but we haven't actually got it.
A games console has never had ray tracing until PS5.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe the Xbox Series X.
So this is a huge up from anything we've seen.
Before ray tracing, when a game would be lit, it'd be lit by one light source, and that light source lights everything, and then it sometimes can create natural shadows and everything, but the light that hits things is just normal. Now ray tracing means that light is simulated naturally like the real world, where if it hits a surface that's more reflective, then that light will the light will bounce a lot higher or brighter, should we say, and then something that's a lot more darker and doesn't capture light very well. And it's all about how light bounces off objects in a much more naturalistic way rather than actually artistic way, which I think is the whole point of games, is you want to sort of get to the point where it's real life.
I think Nvidia did a comparison, so did Radeon like a couple of years back for their graphics cards.
Yeah.
You can see in these comparisons the big change, okay? So one is definitely more artistic, but you can tell the ray tracing one is so much more realistic.
Huge change. I mean, one is just art, and the other one is realism.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see some ray tracing things going on in the Spider-Man game.
We will, definitely. There's like a tester game if you think about it as well. Like they're not
guys
going to
talking
release.
about Spider-Man again?
Yes, of course we're talking about Spider-Man. Like, we can't not talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Good old
PS4
Spider-Man.
was amazing, and now they've announced not really a sequel. It won't be Spider-Man 2, but it's a standalone Miles Morales story. And after seeing Spider-Verse, loads of people are pumped for this.
Yeah, and it should be. I mean, Spider-Verse was a game changer for that character. I didn't find him that interesting before, and into Spider-Verse, wow, like I want to see more.
What's that tune that plays every single time, Martin? Insomniac Games. Make your Ratchet and Clank. Make your Spider-Man games. Do whatever, fulfills you artistically. But can I just ask for one thing back in my Spider-Man game? Okay, can you please put fall damage back? Can I die as Spider-Man, please? I don't want to be shot. I want to fall off a building from the highest building, fall to the bottom, splat to the floor, and be like, wow, okay, I can die like that. And that's what makes Spider-Man so exhilarating. When you're web swinging as Spider-Man in a game, you should feel like, oh my god, that was close. I almost just hit the ground.
You should get some adrenaline.
Yes.
Real adrenaline.
The idea that you're putting your life at risk being this superhero. And when the full damage is gone, I don't find the web swinging as exhilarating as I did in PS2 days, Spider-Man 2. That's a really old game, and it was done well. Take cues from that at least, and add some more tricks. Can we do tricks like the skate games, so you can like flick the stick, and it will do a trick in that direction, and it will be like a little bit more randomized rather than just holding two buttons down and then just going up, down, left, and right. That is so boring.
This is a Christmas list people have had for Spider-Man since Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Okay. A list of things they want fixed for the swinging mechanics. The new game, a lot of people were pleased with it. It's a huge upgrade.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to say about the swinging mechanics.
Well, me and Matt agreed that the swinging mechanics, they're not quite there. Not only do not all the buildings attach properly, but also it sort of projects you forward, doesn't it?
You have this invisible hand pushing you into whichever direction you want to go to. You can experience this when you jump and then you start swinging. Before the web even attaches to a building and you're actually moving, you're already flying towards whichever area or location you're heading to.
The momentum doesn't feel real.
Well, because you've got basically the force, or like a little Superman flying.
Yeah. Regardless, it looks beautiful. It feels really nice when you're going really fast, but the whole like jumping off point and stuff feels really artificial.
Swinging mechanics, that's something that's been there since Spider-Man 2, the video game came out. We've wanted that for this game. Will it change for Miles Morales? I think probably not. We'll probably still have to wait for the new game before we actually see some real changes.
At the very least, give me full damage, please.
Yeah, hopefully they'll watch this video and be like, oh, these guys up there, they know what they're talking about.
Those guys up there.
They sure know how to break down ray tracing. We need to also mention a few things. Mm-hmm. Where do you think it's set in the timeline since the first game came out?
So it's Spider-Man, then Miles Morales, and then Spider-Man 2. That's got to... I bet you any money on that.
A man's a gambler.
Elon Musk dollars, NASA bills. I'll bet you any of those that we're...
Do I have to remind you how we got this ship?
I'll bet you any toilet paper.
Any rolls. Which, by the way, we need to order some new ones. We'll get into that another time.
Yeah, well, we traded a lot of goods for this, so, you know. Here's my prediction. I think the PS5 will come out around October. Now, that's when the PS4 came out, you know, around, what was it, 7 years ago? And then Spider-Man will definitely be a launch title.
Yeah.
Because it's not a big game. Oh,
No.
Please don't price it as a big game. It's not very long. We know it won't be as long as Spider-Man 1.
They're comparing it to Lost Legacy, which was not, you know, as
Yeah.
priced. It wasn't
Yeah.
as big as Uncharted. They didn't
Yeah.
price it that much.
I'd pay £40 for it max. Don't make it £60 on the store.
Okay.
It's bollocks.
How much do you think they're going to price the Avengers game, by the way?
Oh god, the Avengers game. I don't care about that game at all. But that's the marketing's fault. They're gonna charge full price for it, but it's gonna be episodic. It's gonna be released episodically. Look, we're gonna get a PS5. Of course, we're gonna get a PS5.
Of course, we'll find a way to get one.
Yeah,
You get a PS5?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna land the ship on October. You know, because I'm the captain. He'll land the ship. I'll tell him what to do.
He thinks he's a captain, dude.
There has to be.
Did you say he was a captain?
No. He's not the captain.
No, you're more like you're like
Idiot.
There has to be a captain. That was our little taster session, little talk show, little Beyond talk. Yeah.
yeah.
What the? So this is where we're going to be. We're going to be here. We're going to be isolating here, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll return to Earth when 2020 decides to
Yeah.
behave itself. Until that point, I'm Dave,
I'm Matt.
and we'll see you next time on Beyond Talk. Mel, can you
Roll the outro.
Mel the Pilot here. Thank you for joining our very first episode. Please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of our next Beyond Talk.